Get ready for action because Jaylen Brown is dropping truth bombs after reacting to Carmelo Anthony's comments. We dive deep into why Jaylen Brown is embracing live streams as the new press conference and what this means for his future in the spotlight.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we're dissecting the growing debate surrounding player behavior in the media. We look at Nick Wright's sharp criticism of Joel Embiid for bringing his son to the Game 4 press conference and the broader implications for player conduct. Now it's time for the Boston Celtics offseason breakdown. We analyze Brad Stevens' vision for the team and look at the tough salary cap realities, including the potential moves for Jaylen Brown and the anticipated roster shakeups. Finally, we look ahead to the 2026 NBA mock draft and what the Boston Celtics need to target to fix their paint defense. Don't miss a second of this analysis. Subscribe now to stay ahead of the curve. Jaylen Brown is solidifying his presence in the sports media landscape through live streams, a trend supported by endorsements from NBA legends. Following the Boston Celtics' first-round playoff exit to the Philadelphia 76ers, Brown has garnered attention for his ongoing streams, with Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony lending support to the format. Anthony recently commented on the medium, stating, "Why give a press conference to a company when I'm my own IP?" Streaming is the new press conference. Brown addressed comments regarding his recent performance, noting that he considered the previous season his career's favorite. He attributed his enjoyment of the 2025-26 campaign to Jason Tatum's remarkable recovery and the performance of his teammates. Furthermore, Brown voiced criticism regarding the officiating in the series' loss to the 76ers, accepting the $50,000 NBA fine as a necessary consequence and signaling he is moving forward. The conversation also touched upon internal team dynamics, referencing remarks made by Hall of Famer Tracy McGrady on a podcast regarding frustration directed at Brown. Celtics president of basketball operations, Brad Stevens, indicated that Brown has not shared these frustrations directly with him. In response to this, Brown has signaled his commitment to the streaming format, suggesting he will not halt these live streams, ensuring fans maintain a direct channel to his perspectives on various topics, even outside of playoff contention. Nick Wright has sharply criticized Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid for bringing his son to the Game 4 press conference following the team's loss to the New York Knicks on Sunday. Wright, appearing on Fox Sports' One's First Things First, expressed a strong opinion against the practice, drawing comparisons to past instances involving other athletes. Wright cited Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics and Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors, noting that the presence of children at post-loss media events can inadvertently shield players from difficult questions. Wright stated, "Bringing children to press conferences after losses should not be allowed," adding that this dynamic can prevent players from facing tougher inquiries. He acknowledged Embiid as a great father, but argued that the presence of his child served as a buffer. In contrast, Embiid reflected on the loss, emphasizing a commitment to improvement for the future. Speaking after the game, Embiid acknowledged the team's shortcomings, stating, "At times, it's okay to just say the other team was better. Got to get better from top to bottom. Ownership, front office, players, coaches. Everybody just has to get better." Looking ahead, Embiid expressed high aspirations for the upcoming 2026-27 season, eager to build upon the team's second-round exit. The Boston Celtics are gearing up for offseason moves to bolster their roster following a disappointing playoff exit, with management focused on upgrading supporting players while navigating significant salary cap constraints. Brad Stevens emphasized the need to build around the core and improve performance on the margins. While Jaylen Brown is expected to remain, changes are anticipated elsewhere, as the team is not looking to replicate its previous success. Analyzing the 2026-27 salary situation reveals a complex financial landscape. With a tax line of $201 million and a first apron of $209 million, the team's current commitments place them precariously close to financial limits. The current projected spend, including key players like Tatum, Brown, Wright, Hosser, and Pritchard, totals $170.22 million. Anticipated moves focus on shedding salary obligations. Reports suggest that Nikola Vucevic will not return. Key team options being pursued include Baylor Scheierman, Neemias Quetta, and Jordan Walsh. Delano Banton is expected to be cut, and Amari Williams and Max Shulga's options will likely be declined, potentially leading to two-way deals. These initial moves are projected to reduce the total salary commitment by approximately $7.1 million, bringing the team closer to the first apron. This realignment creates financial flexibility, allowing the Celtics to utilize the full mid-level exception, valued at $15.05 million, to sign a player without exceeding the tax line. The proposed roster scenario includes Tatum, Brown, Wright, Hosser, Quetta, Pritchard, Scheierman, Walsh, Gonzalez, Garza, and Ron Harper Jr., with a spot for a mid-level exception player. This configuration would leave the Celtics with a substantial buffer under the tax line. Further flexibility is anticipated through the team's traded player exception, which could be used for an additional $16 to $17 million to bring in another minimum-level player, potentially an undrafted rookie, to fill out the roster. This strategy aims to reset the repeater heading into the next season, ensuring greater free spending power for the summer of 2027, when core players will be at their most expensive. In summary, the anticipated offseason strategy involves acquiring two meaningful marginal players while maintaining compliance with the salary cap structure, positioning the Celtics for future flexibility in the league's financial environment. The Boston Celtics are urgently seeking to improve their interior presence, a realization highlighted by their performance in the playoffs where they struggled against elite big men, exemplified by a dominant performance from Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Following the postseason, Celtics president of basketball operations, Brad Stevens, emphasized the critical need to enhance their effectiveness around the rim, specifically by generating more high-percentage shots like dunks. Stevens stated, "One of the things that we've got to figure out is how to have more of an impact at the rim, and I think we do need to add to our team to do that." He further stressed the importance of offensive creativity, adding, "I think the biggest thing is, can we generate looks at the rim? Yeah, everybody wants to do that, and every one of us would prefer a dunk over a three. Every single one of us. Those are hard to get, and we struggle to generate them." The path forward for the Celtics involves targeting players who can create interior looks, either through trades, free agency, or the 2026 NBA draft. With the number 27 pick in the first round, finding an immediate impact player is challenging, but valuable role players are attainable. The team has previously drafted several role players in their 20s, including Robert Williams, Peyton Pritchard, Baylor Scheierman, and Hugo Gonzalez. Expert mock draft predictions offered several targets. One analyst highlighted Allen's positional versatility, noting that while his shot creation might be developing, his playmaking and defensive instincts offer a solid role player foundation, suggesting the Celtics value taller perimeter players who can complement their stars. Another prospect mentioned, Lopez, was viewed with caution, emphasizing the importance of his development and the need to refine his downhill strength and three-point percentage. Conversely, other prospects like Jordan Walsh and Baylor Scheierman were cited as examples of the type of player the Celtics have successfully developed. Finally, Ejiofor was suggested as a physical option, valued for his rim protection, rebounding ability, and playmaking versatility, despite the need for him to develop his three-point shot.